Oh my god. Yo! Now you've driven a lot of cars, and we have you on record saying this one is the scariest, if not one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. This car is scary.
Nothing scares Mr. Sean, so the fact that he says that, it's something.
Yeah, because it spools up and it just goes. It just sounds like a jet about ready to take off.
Berto's old Aventador that we worked on, the twin turbo, it's been sold, and the new owner is now coming from the Carolinas to have us do a bunch of work. We're doing pulling off the whole wrap, we're rewrapping the car, and about 17 other items that we're about to go over and discuss. But it's going to be a transformation of this car to customize it to the new owner's wants, needs, and desires. I'm pretty excited about it. I've got my boy Andrew over here, who's going to do the wrap job, and we're about to crush the game.
What I really think I like is something like this,
okay,
in a lighter color, in a brighter yellow. Like that's a gold in a sense.
All right.
But I have a feeling that's going to be something custom.
It's not impossible. And if we want to go with another brand, we could go with another brand. I just don't really prefer another brand over this. You like this yellow?
Well, I like not the color, but I like the flake. Like
you like the flake.
I need a flake in my color. This is basically what I think a stock Lambo is, or real close, I think.
I'm gonna have to research that, because metallic flake's done with silver in material. It's actually a metallic flake,
right?
You know, so that's something that's put in at a factory. So I'm gonna have to explore like Avery Dennison, Eisenatech, Hexus, one of those brands. That's not a printed vinyl.
But this is I would say this is probably the yellow we want as far as the tint yellow.
Right. I want to cover your expectation. I want to cover where we want to be with this car. If we're looking for two-tone, if we're looking for singular, if we're looking for black BPF over anything, if you want to do black tops versus vinyl for longevity, things like that. Life expectancy of the car with you.
We're going to take that and we're going to get a piece of weather stripping and do it all the way around here. So this
around here.
Yes, sir.
A lot of your seams are in the right places. All right, I will say that. A lot of your seams are in the right places.
Yeah, I see a couple things I could have done a little differently.
Some of these inlays are definitely off, that there's like 17 of them in here, and then there's this triangle that they put.
Right. Put it to you this way, if we're on this level or a tad better is my expectation. I'm not, it's a wrap, it's nothing.
Okay.
I'm not looking for a perfect
well,
job,
no, it's going to be quite a bit better than this, but I just want to make sure that we're still in the realm.
There are some things that I see they did, but I don't know enough about wrap to be able to tell you.
I'll tell you, there doesn't appear to be a ton of glue or primer like in here, because they're rolling back with my finger.
Is it possible to bring the other wrap to here instead of up there, or no?
No, because the heat. The engine heat's so bad. I'm surprised that it's holding as well as it's holding up top. So I'm going to recommend it.
Turn this into functioning, so it actually cools down.
Okay. Because when he pulled in, you couldn't put your hand on that.
So this was all closed up. We fabricated all that.
We would either order brand new vinyl emblems from Lamborghini, or I'm going to print them.
Print them.
Okay. I'll print them, and then we'll apply them to the wrap.
That's going to be the most affordable.
Oh,
they're they're like almost $1,000, if not more.
For the stickers?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Hi, this is Dara with Media Made Fresh. Thanks for tuning in. If you like the video that you're watching today and the content that we're sharing with you, or if you're looking for a new full-service marketing agency, check us out, MediaMadeFresh.com.
This whole lip will be the yellow, what I want, and that, and then with the black. So I think this will be fine in yellow, and then the yellow wrapped around, so that from the back, it'll look like a stripe.
I'll tell you right now, the exhaust of an F-150 gets hotter than 400 degrees because it'll melt the powder off of the exhaust tips. You have to Cerakote them for 1,200 plus for just an F-150. or an F-250. This thing probably gets ridiculously hot.
Oh, it does.
Like ungodly hot.
You can light a cigar off.
Yeah, I mean, that's heat tape that it's burning.
I know for a fact.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
lit a
that thing
cigar
is-
off this
I think it's a joke.
Have you do the calipers while you got it. The wheels got to come off for the wrap we're saying anyway, so we might as well just do that and get it done.
The biggest challenge with these is this one is this is a 2-piston. This one up here, to tear this apart or to take this apart is something else.
Right.
Because we take the whole thing apart, everything comes out of it, and the whole thing gets painted.
Right. Realistically, as far as the colors go, the car is going to be basically just yellow, and then we just got to figure out the rear bumper setup.
When they pulled this ticket, it was like a 1.5 old wrap.
So it's got 2 years on it, what we're thinking, or just a 1.5 years?
1.5. I don't really think it's gonna be that bad, brother. The way it's going off right now,
Oh, good.
I don't think it's gonna be terrible at all. You see this? How it's rippled?
Right.
That's repaint. So I've been through this before. It's not a huge deal. I would definitely recommend the bumper come off, be sprayed, done with like just a heavy curing process, which Jeff knows how to do, and then brought back in for vinyl. Maybe in 2 years, the vinyl pulls it off. Okay, and you come in for a rewrap on a bumper.
Right.
I want you to be prepared for that.
I'm gonna match the calipers, if I'm correct, to the color we
Pretty
pick up.
close. I don't think we're gonna be able to notice the difference there, but it should be
They
close.
bring out an optical laser that actually gets it as true as we can
That's
to
fine.
it.
Yeah, that works.
Mr. Sean, what kind of rims we got on this car?
HREs all day.
When I got the car, I had the original seats. I immediately took everything out and shipped them up to this guy to have him reupholster.
Yeah,
and he
was
just disappeared off the face of the earth. So
I can guarantee you that there's only 2 people that can fix this car, UGR or us.
the when you go forward, it goes back, and back is forward. And it was only after I put them in, they worked fine when I pulled them out, put them back in, and they're just reversed. Now I don't, for them both to be that way,
Are they both that way?
Yeah.
So we're going to pull out the instrument cluster, just so you understand. With the instrument cluster, if anything breaks with this process, we are not responsible,
Right.
and you may have to get a new instrument cluster.
Right, I understand.
Do you understand this?
Yes, I understand.
Good.
Yeah.
Now I'm covered.
We had to make them. We had to take apart the original side markers.
I
He
gotcha.
had the clear lenses.
Right.
I had to, strip everything down, re-glue them so it looks factory.
What about tinting them?
I don't know how they're going to look with the yellow. If anything,
can
maybe
tint
tint
them
them with the black might be the way
That's
to go.
going to be your most affordable. If not,
black
we're going to have to
tone.
replace them.
No, let's just tint them black.
Oh yeah, that's way too long. Way too long.
Hey, yo.
So that's where another shop that shouldn't be touching Lambos is touching Lambos. They're just changing parts. Can't do that. You got to go to somebody that knows how to work on these cars. We're the only certified Lambo shop around. Everybody else is just naysayers and trying to be like us. And how we'll work it is we're going to work through, use that deposit for all the hours. Once we hit those hours, then I'm going to be every week giving you milestones of what we've completed with pictures or video, or if you come down to visit, because you did mention
I might come down.
you want to come see parts of it.
When the wrap's off, I might come down.
It's going to be interesting when this whole thing is apart and all the wraps off. I've got this whole list and the wrap, and I'd like to get it done within 4 to 6 weeks.
For the bolts, you're pretty particular about where everything goes.
Everything goes back in its original place. So that's why I'm marking everything so I know where everything goes.
Can't see the screws, so I got a feel for them.
This is the easy part, taking them out. Put them back in and not being able to see where they go. Ooh.
All this work, guys, just to get a little piece of door trim out.
Just to get to one screw.
All this for one screw. The previous owner, Berto, did a tremendous job of getting it all up to current maintenance. There are a few things that we need to check on it. Like one of the maintenance things we're about to do on it is an oil change. But we have a few other concerns that we have to address. TPMS sensors acting up, The transmission shifting is acting a little funny, so we got to address those things.
Cool, sir. I know, right?
I feel like I'm back in harness world. Help me, Tom Cruise.
Let's go. Mirror number 2.
As you guys saw in the first part of the video when we met with the owner, he's got a plethora of items that he wants done. Today what we're doing is, this is the 3rd day of unwrapping the car. So we're at the point that we've got all the pieces off of the car and we're gonna start unwrapping all of these pieces. We got Kyle from one of our vendors over here from Solar Shade that's gonna help us with this. But as I always say, Solar Shade does it their way. When they're here at Bavarian, it's the Bavarian way, which is a lot different. As you can see, we disassemble the whole car to get it exactly how we want it. So I'm pretty excited to see how this is going to pan out and where we're going to be with this. And can't wait to show you the very end of it. It's going to be amazing. And can't wait to see Dave's face once he gets his car back. If you're liking the content you're getting, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so we can get you to follow all of our content. Also, tell your friends about it and give us a share. My level of expectation versus what the average person is,
Yeah.
is 2 totally different things.
Well, I mean, that is refreshing. That is nice to hear. I've worked at a lot of places. Some of them don't care. Some of them really care. It's refreshing.
Oh, I flip out, I care so much. Don't I?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. I just came in this morning, did a thorough cleaning of the hood. We're actually going to put this kind of one-offish color that this customer put together with the team on the hood today. And he's going to fly down and take a look at it. So yeah, pretty much just, there was wrap and also paint protection on the hood. So I just really wanted to make sure that there was like a thorough cleaning done to this.
So basically what we did is we took two types of film. We took a normal vinyl from Avery, and we actually married it with a overlaminate from TPMS, which basically gives you not just the dull flat look, it actually gives you more of almost like a paint style finish with that metallic look that you get, to where somebody's gonna have to go, are you sure that's not a wrap? You know, normally when you go to a shop and they wrap a car, they're only gonna do it with one piece. They're gonna have you pick a color out of a swatch book and you're gonna go, all right, cool, I want that one. This is something that is one of a kind. The likelihood that somebody else has this exact combination is probably very slim. But after they see it done on this car, it's probably gonna start to perk up a little bit, so.
The one guy who works here, he goes, you doing the whole car by yourself, or they're gonna bring you help eventually? And I was like, by myself. And he goes, ooh.
You doing the whole car by yourself, or you got help come eventually?
By myself. I'm on this little piece here on the front, just kind of starting, trying to get a feel for how the thickness of this married film is going to react around curves and whatnot. It's definitely going to be a little bit more challenging. I'm going to make sure all my seams and everything are in really nice spots and everything's tucked away as nice as I can. Everything's going to have to be post-heated, but the finish is all going to be worth it at the end. All right, so we're all set with the front, I guess, wing on the bumper on the bottom. So this is the finished product of it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this fender here. Instead of taking the whole tire off, I'm just going to go ahead and put a tire cover on it to negate any dirt going on the back of the film. There it is right there. This is perfect. If you can get away with a panel without putting any heat on it, you should go for it. Like, realistically, your goal should be to only heat the edges down. Every time. That should be your goal, just to get the edges to seal. Like, this is even super, super, super thick stuff, and I'm just like manhandling it. So we are using a thicker film because it's a married film. So it's kind of like the Tech Wrap and Texas film lines, like the thicker films. So with that, once we wrap stuff, things are prone to come up. Anything that's seriously coming up, relay it back down, put some edge seal tape, any adhesive promotion, anything to get it to have a full 100% hold, that it'll stay and it won't lift. So this is just a mild adhesive promoter for the edges. The customer is fully aware that it's going to add a lot of glue to the vehicle, so that's good. It's needed, really. So you can see right here, definite fingering. Now I'm well within, there's going to be a panel that goes here that starts right here, so all that's going to be hidden. However, I'm still going to correct it before I move on. So right here I heated it, right? I got it very hot and I barely stretched it. Everybody wants to think that you need a pair of heating with a lot of stretching. I heated it till it was like very soft, and all I did was I laid the film onto the thing. I didn't stretch it. I laid the film and draped it. It's easy to wrap a car for a day. It's hard to make it last for the entirety of the warranty. That's the thing. That's your job as a wrapper. Is to try to make it last as long as you can get it to last. I see all these people on Instagram, they're like, and then they stretch the out of it. Like maybe a bumper, you might have to just a little bit to get it to conform. But they're like stretching it like literal Laffy Taffy. You know why the issue is? Because say I stretch right here, right? If I stretch right here like super bad, right? It looks good today. But in 2 years, say the film's warranted for 6 years. In 2 years, the film, the color right here is gonna start to whiten because I stretched and I thinned that film out. So now this whole area is gonna have like a halo of discolored yellow. It's gonna last for 6 years, except for where I put incremental stress for no reason. It's not really hard to wrap. It was just hard to get the film in there, in position, cut out to size somewhat, little overhang, and for it to all fit and fall into place. It's worth slowing like 20%. You know what I mean? It's worth it. It's not like a Civic. It's not like I'm just like throwing a Civic together, you know what I mean? Like sometimes films will pull back a little bit after a few years, they'll shrink just a little bit. So this will, if I tuck it just like 1/8 of an inch in, that'll negate that from happening. It's been about a week or so, and I haven't seen any failures on anything, which is great news. That's exactly what I was going for. I cold stretched a lot of things. I definitely took a lot of preparations on every corner and edge I could on this, especially because it's a very pointy car on a lot of body panels and everything. So super stoked to see that it's lasting. That's telling me that it's gonna last the long haul for the guy. So here's the door right here. This is pretty much what the other one's gonna look like here shortly. Love the door. Looks like a crazy door. It's really not that bad. Yeah, no, I had a game plan on how I was gonna do it the entire time. And I had the store all laid in about 3 minutes, 5 minutes maybe.
Yeah, I didn't know you like that, bro. I didn't know you're him.
Yeah. After we're done with a full wrap, ideally we would like to leave it out for about 2 days, getting good sunlight to fully cure each panel. If the customer needs it back that day, we ask them to just let us sit out in the sun for a little bit and then give it an extra day to kind of hit that 2-day mark to really let the wrap material cure on each panel. They are coming out with a lot thicker films now, so you're not really running into that tearing issue where little miscellaneous objects either touch or rub up against the paint or heavy water pressure hits it and rips it. That's not really as much as an issue as it used to be, but definitely still just be mindful. It is a film. It isn't a dried liquid over time, so it is a film that is on the car, so it's definitely a lot thicker of a film than your standard, so I would say it's a lot more durable.
If you guys out there have a UGR car that you're concerned about bringing to another shop, we do have experience in working with UGR vehicles. So in order to replace and change out the front struts, we need to first drain the cooling system. We're going to remove this under panel in the front, and then we'll be able to remove the cooling tank, which is in the front tub, and then the front tub comes out and we can access the front struts.
So Brandon, you just asked Duke if this is a common modification that we recommend to clients for exotic cars. I don't just do this for exotic cars. When anybody gets a new car, one of the first modifications I recommend them doing is lowering springs or coilovers, depending on what look they're looking for and what they want the car to do, and an exhaust system. Those are pretty much the first go-to things that I'm going to recommend. The reason why I always like to do lowering springs is because when you lower the center of gravity of the car, it's actually going to drive and handle much better. Also, it gives it a more stocky look, in my opinion, and it just overall makes the wheel gap from where the wheels and the fender liner are, it tightens that up and it just looks more aesthetically pleasing. So that's kind of what we go for our first recommendations.
The client wants SVJ graphics on his instrument cluster. We have performed the programming to have the SVJ instrument panel and logo in the display. So cutting this section completely out, also this section completely out, so he can have a full large display right here.
So guys, you watched the beginning of when this car got dropped off. It was supposed to be about a 6-week process. It's taken us about 12 weeks, about twice the time, because the client asked for some more stuff to be done, and then we perfected a lot of things. Like, for example, the windshield wiper blades. I didn't like the way that they looked with the shininess of the car, so we went ahead and painted those. The calipers, rather than just like regular powder coating them, we disassembled them, as you guys have seen in the video, and we painted them. So we just did a lot of extra stuff. Some of the supplies that we needed took longer than we expected, but today is the day. I'm sitting here pacing floors waiting for our client to show up because I'm as excited as he is for him to see this car. We've done a lot of work, spent a lot of hours into it, went over and beyond what we originally scoped out. So Dave's going to be here in a few minutes and we're ready to show him his car. Stay tuned for this reveal. How excited are you?
Very excited, man. I'm excited. Ready to go.
I've been pacing floors. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's a whole new car.
I believe it.
Just,
I believe it.
I ask one thing. Look at your windshield wiper blades. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, oh God.
Let's do this.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Fellas, get it.
He's like, you can drive faster.
Man, they did a great job. Oh, and the pearl looks great too.
So look at, this was completely split. Oh, yeah. And look at how
Love it. Oh, love it.
Oh, you're so
Get all the way
straight.
around this thing. Oh, and those blades are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
they
man.
just did not, well, the arms did not look right.
Right.
It was a dull black.
Yep.
And this car's so shiny that it just had to be done right.
Yep, these look good. Oh, yeah.
Pick her apart.
No, I was never taking part.
One of my favorite things, the calipers,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
how well they pop.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah, for sure.
And the problem ones on the front.
Yep. No, definitely better than the green that was on there. Oh, man.
Yeah.
This came out really nice.
Yes.
Can't even really tell unless you
Nope.
get right up on it.
Nope. That looks great. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it.
All underneath has been cleaned.
Oh, man.
Here's one of your favorite things. Let's get over here for this.
Oh, the dash. I already
The
forgot
dash.
about that, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Oh, yeah.
The keys aren't in it.
That's all right. It's got it all up there. That's perfect. Oh, yeah.
Worth the wait?
Definitely, man. Definitely. All this looks great. Oh, yeah.
Even the gap out here.
Yep, I saw that. Looks good. Looks real good. Looks excellent.
And we have
Perfect.
plenty more in case something ever happens to it.
Well, hopefully it won't. Man, all this looks great. Look at that. Yeah, that looks. That's the way it should have been. That's gonna draw some attention.
Every Lambo owner that has come by to look at it could not tell it was a.
That's awesome.
They all believed SVJ all the way through.
That's awesome. I just love how everything jumps off of it now, where it didn't before. Everything was the same color.
So what originally led you to find this car to start with?
Oh man, I always wanted a Aventador, and I didn't like the fact that a lot of the newer cars were beating them up on the road. So the fact that this was turboed kind of made it like the right one. It just was not the right color for me. So facelift time, and now she's perfect. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better.
You're about 8 mil thick.
That's pretty thick.
It is very thick. I'm glad he was able to fix the front.
Well, like I said, that came out better than expected because I wasn't even expecting to work on it. I was worried about, we'd fix that little dent that was in there, and so you went way above and beyond.
All this, all that has been repolished carbon too.
Looks amazing. I don't even know how you did it. It's great though. Never had a car exactly where I wanted it before.
Hold on, so this is exactly what you wanted?
Exactly
So
what I
you're
wanted.
telling me we nailed it?
You nailed it. Yep.
That's what I like to hear.
And you really don't know if you like it until it's too late, you know, when it's on the car.
This is true. Well, I think we did it right by sending the samples.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And not just going, okay, fine, this is the color. You were patient until we together got the right color, not just the base yellow, but also the flake. Because that flake is this was specially made for your car.
No, it's crazy. I love it. That's awesome. You definitely earned my business forever, that's for sure.
Well, thank you.
It was exactly how, you know, Sean brought it to me to go down. You know, we did a list, we walked down through it, we went down the entire thing. Then he went and did an inspection after that and went down the list again and then sent me a little report that I could sign into whenever I wanted to see what was going on and what you guys were doing. And I mean, there was never a question of time frame or any issues really. I mean, besides the weather today and, you know, trying to get it buttoned up at the end there, there wasn't really any issues whatsoever. I mean, no surprises whatsoever. Probably too honest at points where I don't want to hear what you have to say. But other than that, it was great. I just hope I can keep it on the road and, you know, keep the repair bills down from here on out. I'll be in good shape. But it's a transformer now. It went from, to me, a basic car to show ready.
Let's get to the fun part.
Yeah,
Let's pull her out.
let's do it.